the Galapagos Islands are iconic, exhilarating, and humbling. Their isolated location, volcanic activity, and tropical currents combine to create nature's own laboratory. Studied by naturalist Charles Darwin, these islands are home to species found nowhere else in the world. From marine iguanas to giant tortoises, they offer deep insight into the forces that drive the natural world. Yet this paradise is hardly so remote as to be insulated from the impact of humans. More than 20,000 people live in these islands, and thousands more visit annually. The cumulative effects of human contact, climate change, and the introduction of new diseases have taken their toll on wildlife there. Focused on saving these animals is the zoo's Wildcare Institute Center for Avian Health in the Galapagos Islands, established more than a decade ago. It is the first ever avian health program on the islands. And the person at the center of this initiative is Dr. Patricia Parker. In 2000, Dr. Parker came to the University of Missouri St. Louis, where she is now Biology Department Chair. She also was named the first endowed Des Lee Professor in Zoological Studies. Dr. Parker's focus has been on saving birds on these islands, where avian species are noted for their uniqueness. In addition to researching existing and potential diseases that could affect these birds, Dr. Parker has served as a mentor to some of the best and brightest graduate students from across the globe.
These are the young people, many of whom will go back to those countries and assume positions of influence. We have graduates from our program who are heading up programs for Conservation International in Brazil, the Amazon program, who are in professorships, who are heads of environmental ministries in Bhutan. They will have influence in the future, and we're training them to do that.
More than 30 University of Missouri St. Louis graduate degrees have been awarded to students who have conducted research on the islands. Also under Dr. Parker's direction, a close partnership has been forged with Ecuador's Galapagos National Park and the Charles Darwin Research Station. Center scientists liberally share research results with officials from both institutions. This has endeared the center researchers to the people of Galapagos. In fact, in 2008, Dr. Parker was awarded the prestigious Order of Scientific Merit by the people of the island. Center scientists not only share research findings, but they also collaborate with the local people in aggressively monitoring diseases on the island. One key initiative has been a multi-year investigation of avian malaria, a disease that poses major threats to native bird populations. The Plasmodium parasite that causes malaria was behind one of the most devastating bird extinctions, the loss of dozens of species in Hawaii. To determine when and how these pathogens arrive in the islands, researchers, under Dr. Parker's guidance, have screened the blood of more than 3,600 birds. The malaria parasite has been found in 4 native bird species and seems to be new enough that it hasn't adapted to those birds as hosts. Now the hunt is on to find the host, or the vector mosquito species. The fear is that if climate or other factors make wildlife vulnerable, a significant resurgence of disease could lead to an entire loss of some unique species. Over the past decade, Dr. Parker and her research team have authored more than 85 scientific papers. But while research is central to the mission, the center's major goal is to come up with long-term solutions for the survival of these critically important species and to a secure, renewable future for the Galapagos. Dr. Patricia Parker stands among the great scientists who have come to these historic, enchanted isles and who have awakened the world's interest in the natural treasure they offer. Our zoo is extremely proud to present the 2014 St. Louis Zoo Conservation Award to Patricia Parker, a great educator and conservationist.